Shamima Begum joined IS as a student. The British woman wanted to go back home, heavily pregnant. London refused. The child died. Now a court has ruled that her return would be a security risk. A woman who joined the IS terrorist group at the age of 15 is not allowed to enter the UK to contest her citizenship revocation. That was decided by the Supreme Court in London on Friday. She also failed her application to regain British citizenship. The ruling is considered to be groundbreaking for similar cases. Shamima Begum traveled to Syria in 2015 as a student from London to what then the IS stronghold of Raqqa has been, and married a jihadist. In 2019, she asked for her return to the UK from a Syrian refugee camp. She was heavily pregnant at the time. She hoped her baby will have a better chance of survival in the UK. According to their own statements, 2 of Begum's children had already died. However, the then Interior Minister Sajid Javid decided to revoke her citizenship on security grounds. This may be possible under UK law if the individual does not become stateless. The government argued that Begum was entitled to citizenship of Bangladesh, the country where her parents were born. The child died, as their lawyers announced. The case was particularly controversial in the UK public after the infant died. Begum was born in Great Britain and was a British citizen from birth. She had never lived in Bangladesh. According to her lawyers, Begum, who is now 21 years old, has no way of exercising her right to appeal from Syria. For example, they don't have access to a phone there, they say. The government argued that their return posed a danger to the general public and that this outweighed their right to challenge their citizenship being withdrawn. In interviews, Begum had shown no remorse for her decision to join IS, but later put these words into perspective. The Supreme Court agreed with the government's argument. Judge in charge John Reed said Friday the young woman's appeal should be put on hold pending a trial that would not pose a threat to the public. It's not a perfect solution, especially since it's not clear how long it might take, Reed says. But there is no perfect solution to such a dilemma. The British government approved the ruling. Well, of course. The decision to withdraw passports from British citizens will not be taken lightly, said a spokesman for Prime Minister Boris Johnson. The security of the British comes first. Human rights groups criticized the court's decision and spoke of a dangerous precedent. They demanded that Begum should be allowed to enter for a fair trial. Begum lives in the Al-Rosh prison camp in northeast Syria. There are thousands of other women and children with ties to IS fighters. Or we say IS, that's German habit. It's IS in English and ES in German. The United Nations recently described the conditions there as horrific and declared that France, Great Britain, China, Russia, the USA and 52 other countries have an obligation under international law to bring their citizens back into the country and to indict them for war crimes, for example. Instead, they would be detained in camps similar to the US Guantanamo detention center for years without charge. Last December, the German government took 3 German IS supporters out of the Al-Rosh camp. The Federal Republic has not yet flown out male IS supporters who are being held in prisons in northern Syria. There are currently more than 100 men and women from Germany sitting there. 3/4 of them have a German passport. There are also dozens of children. And if you want to stay informed, please subscribe to my channel and to my other channels. I'll see you in my next video. Auf Wiedersehen.